right? But now that I have some content here, it suggests some questions that I might want to ask next. Like if this is something I'm going to like, I might first just save this to a note, right? And then say, all right, I need a unit plan to teach this content. Now, what I also could have done is added another source over on the side and make it my standards that would relate to this particular unit, right? And so then I could ask a question about aligning it to my state standards that relate to this period of time. And so I can now ask this question, and now it's going to create a unit plan here for me. I didn't specify how long to make it, so I'm interested to see. I was intentionally being kind of vague. But as we've talked about before with prompting AI, the more detail you can give it, the better results that you're going to get from it, right? Yeah, and so you could see here it arranged it into different activities with learning objectives and an overview, focuses on culture and architecture, lots of things that I know that I definitely did teach when I had my world history kids back in the day. So really kind of a neat feature that's available here as well. Another thing that you're able to do here with this, in addition to kind of keeping it as kind of this curriculum organizational and lesson planning tool, I can also use this to now, hey, I'm coming up at the end of the unit. I want to prepare a study guide. Actually, I'm going to show you this one other part here first, because it might actually give me that. Notice I was interacting with this chat bot here. There's this tool over here that if I click this on the side of it called Notebook Guide, it's going to give me some of these things that I might want to create in addition to this. So that's why I was thinking of study guide here. And I'm going to come and I'm going to click study guide. And now it's going to create a study guide. This might be a great review tool for students before you get to the end of a unit, and to be able to share this study guide with all of the different content that you had in your sources over on the source left-hand panel over here.
I like how
Um,
they have like the different cards because it reminds me a little bit of like Padlet style, where you have, different items and things like that. Um, so
right. Yeah, no, that's a good point. I hadn't thought about it, but it does kind of have that Padlet kind of feel to it. So here it created a study guide for me, 10 questions, plus with optional essays. Here's a glossary of terms that students should know. Take these and make those into flashcards of some sort, would be another cool thing here. What I should probably do with some of these here too, maybe I want to go up here and change so that they're not all called new note, call it a study guide if that's what it is. Back here, though, I'm going to go back to this notebook guide. So there's these other things that you can do with it here as well. It gives you some other questions that maybe you want to consider here.